Use some of my friend Donna Conklin's beads. I just got a shipment from her a few weeks ago, and I would love to share with you what I would do with these beautiful handmade lampwork beads. They are juicy, and Azalea and I put together a really pretty kit of greens. There's a lot of peridot, a lot of this stone called grape. It's a green grape agate. It looks oddly just like grapes. It's really beautiful. Oh, thank you for joining us, everyone. Hello, Mary. Beautiful weather in Michigan. We had overcast day. Overcast. Yesterday we were watching the eclipse and it was cloudy here. It wasn't we didn't get the full darkness. Like some places had 80% of the sun covered. We had probably, I don't know what it was like dusk, and all the crickets. As I was like, I couldn't tell, but it was so cloudy you couldn't really. I mean, a friend of it. Well, actually, I'm saying a friend. I met a gal when I was walking on where I usually walk over by the on Warren Wilson property. She had like a welding goggle, like the face plate, and she was holding it up to look. And I happened to see these folks, and they were like, "Do you want to check this out?" And I was like, "Sure, why not?" And it was like a beautiful little sliver of a half, not a half. It was like a little tiny crescent. You can use a pinhole, and you can look. And I made a little video. I'll show you. It was pretty festive. Hello, Kalite. Hello, Wendy. Hello, Allison. Hello, Robin. Thank you all for joining us today. We've been going live on Wednesdays now for couple weeks? It's pretty nice.
It's been a while. We've been doing it for a while now.
Oh, well, it's good. Anyway, these are some of the beads. I'm going to flip this camera around, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to make. I made myself an extra kit today so that it's the kit we're going to use, and I love it. So, Allison says there's some amazing NASA footage from different states. Yeah, that's neat. I love it. It's so cool. I'm going to flip this. All right. Okay. Back in business. Back in business. Say hi, Azalea.
Hello.
Oh, my light just came off. Help me, daughter. You have to turn it.
What is this contraption?
Turning.
Don't aim it at my face while I'm focusing like this. Oh my god.
Go the other way, dear. Yeah, there's so many contraptions. We've got so many contraptions up in here. So many contraptions. And to do the same thing. That's the funny thing, is I've had to test out so many different types of camera configurations. We got a GoPro. The GoPro was not good with this type of thing.
It did not work out.
No, it did not. All right, let's see. Oh, Wendy says she bought some shells from Donna. I love her work. Look at these. Aren't these pretty? So when I saw them, she had a post on Facebook, and they were, I don't know if they were like experiments or what. And I've gotten beads from her before. I've gotten packs. She has packs of rondelles. I don't know if these are hers because I buy them and then I just put them in a big container. I think that might be, and this might be. That's how I like to use them, is like this. So let's see. I'm going to put this kit. This is the kit I made today. Isn't that pretty? There's a lot of peridot. This is that orbicular green grape. Oh no, that's chrysoprase. I had a ring of chrysoprase a long time ago when I was in high school. And it was stolen. It was a great big mystery. Which would look better? What do you think, Azalea? Which one of these should I cut up and put in there? This one? Yeah. Yes. I'm going to use one or two of them. What do you think? Sometimes I'm going to design on the fly today. I don't know what I'm going to make. Sometimes that's fun. Sometimes it's it's not fun because then you get under pressure and you make mistakes. And when I say make mistakes, that's only in my mind because there is no really mistake unless you have like pieces that weren't clipped properly. All right, I'm going to spread this out so I can really get a good look at what's in there. Oh, hello, Cherie. Hello, Wendy, Rosie. Buena Park. That sounds like a place in either California or Orlando because there was a lot of places that had Buena in there. You know what I love is this. This is my new favorite little thing. It's like a little bulldozer. Isn't that cute? Okie dokie. I'm going to just spread these out. Oh, man down. Did you hear that? So when I'm looking at this, when I originally bought these, I had an idea to put them in necklaces like this. This is one of my favorites, and I wear this one all the time. So that was my goal. I call these treasure necklaces, and that's why I bought them, because I like to seat them like this, like one, you know. This is a glass bead. This is an African trade bead here that is a multicolored glass. And you know when you first get these, they're like this. I'm going to show you. Azalea picked this up. Do you remember these, Azalea, when you picked these out a long time ago? So they usually...
That's like my color.
Look, that's like kind of dusty, but as the oils from your skin, and I think they kind of get a little bit polished, they go like this. So they kind of smooth out. This bead was really rough, like this texture. And these come from, do you remember what that guy said? Was it Ghana? I can't remember. The recycled glass. I don't remember. When you go there, they're mentioning all the different countries, and really you have to write it down. This one is kind of a brown, like a Coke bottle brown. They use recycled glass to make this. So a lot of different colors are kind of muted, you know, because they're mixed with a bunch of different other colors. So it's kind of like, I don't know, like a soft glass. Anyway. Oh, Knott's Berry Farm. That's cool. I feel like I've gone through there.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Oh, Pat, I didn't know you were in Charlotte. Nice. Y'all are spread out. Oh, and our friend Karen. Hello, Karen. So this is what they look like. They have a very rough, sandy, etched texture. And when they are worn, they go smooth like this. And this is from, if you've ever seen Fox Paws Beads on Instagram, I love her work. This is stoneware, but she uses, I think, alcohol or something, alcohol inks to paint them. And as they wear, it kind of wears off. It becomes the natural stoneware color. And it looks to me more like a stone because it's kind of antiqued, but no one ever guesses that it's ceramic. I didn't have very many of them. I just bought a few, and then I've hoarded the rest. So I would use, oh, and this is a glass bead. I don't remember who made this one. I'm kind of bad about buying them and then like putting them in my hoard. I've been better about putting a label on them. So that's one idea. You can knot them and put them on treasure necklaces. That's one of my favorite things to do. This time, I think I'm going to string. What do you think, Azalea? Should I go soft flex?
Yeah.
You think soft flex would be good?
It's a good idea.
Yeah, why not, right? Hey. Okie doke. I'm going to use, oh, metallic. Let's see. This is, what is this, medium? I'm going to put my optivisors on. Hey, do you see where I put them? I set them down earlier. Oh, I see them. Oh, you know what? I wanted to show what I'd been making. It's not show and tell time.
Not show and tell time yet.
I know, I want to show it because I was in a felting mood. All right, I think I'll leave some of this on there, and I'm going to start placing some beads. Now, I tend to, when I'm designing, and I'm designing for, like, I guess, for speed, I color block. Now, I don't know how other people do it, but this is one way. Let me see. You know, I don't know why I didn't do this before. Somebody was like, turn it horizontal, Goofy. And I was just like, what? It's a whole new world. All right. That was a little goofy. I think I just like using this little bulldozer. Kind of fun. And then I have another one. I have every kind of scoop and bulldozer for your beads because it's kind of fun. So I'm going to do little piles. The things that I like, I'm going to do little piles. So I could do it where has a little dangling. Do I list the names that are in the lots? Well, usually I don't, and I'll tell you why. Because there's a lot of, I think that there's a lot of organizing and counting when I'm making them. And when when you're doing the live, sometimes it's nice to just not. We were talking about how would we label these, you know? So I guess in this kit particularly, it would be hard. I mean, it wouldn't be that hard. I can list it. I have the list. I could just type it out. I don't know how to do that. I guess if I had to pre-package them and keep them separately, it's a lot of plastic and it's a lot of labor to divide everything. So I haven't figured out that way to do it. I could list it, but we usually list it when we have the kits on a listing on the website.
We could always. I could type it up and then repeat the
Yeah, because I write it down.
I can make
and
it
I
like
mention it when we're doing.
over and over again, and then we can print it and then cut out little slips of paper to put into it.
Sure, that's an idea. We could do that.
That'll just tell you what's in it.
It won't.
You're right about.
You'd have to watch.
Takes up a lot of plastic.
It does. It's a ton of plastic. I used to separate them, but man, when I did the Beads of Courage kit, there was like 50 little bags, and some folks were like, "Wow, that's a lot of plastic." And because you can, I mean, there's that to keep it separate. You have to put them on either a string or bag it, or you could put it in like a little divided container, and that would up the price. Maybe from Temu you can get them, but I hate supporting stuff like that. So what I'm doing now is I'm just sort of moving things around to see if I like placement. What is the name of this kit? It's not on the website yet, Karen. Azalea could put it on there, but
we were selling it by lot.
We're gonna do it. She said we only have 10. This one, I made one for Azalea and I made one for me. And what I'm doing and how these kits came about is I was making little like snack packs for my friends and sending them to them when I got back from a show. And it was just fun, you know, fun to receive a surprise. And then my friend Diane started shipping some to me, and she would get, like, if she was going to go visit her pearl dealer, she would get a few extras, enough to make for me and maybe Kate. And then we'd send them to each other. And we did that for several years. We've been doing it for probably, I don't even know how many years now. Many years. So we've kind of opened it up. And to, like, Azalea and I have been making these for people. Like right now, we made 10. I saved up these teeny green onyx. They have nice big holes, by the way.
And there's such a small amount, there's really no point in making a listing for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these will be gone. So there's chrysoprase in this. This is the chrysoprase. It's faceted. Oh, hello, Bonnie. Peridot. This is a really beautiful. We had these I found these in Tucson. I love them, and I wish I got more. It's an apatite, but they're so beautifully shiny. They faceted them in what's called the simple nugget cut or simple cut. And these have nice big holes. I don't like it when I have some that are what you call it, will have really small holes. You know what I like to do? I like to gradate out colors. So I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to go with what I like to do. That's just one of my go-to things. Some folks call that color blocking. Now, if you do that, you want to try to think of, like here we have a larger piece. This is it's the biggest one in there. So I'm going to try and keep the sizes consistent. And one of the things I like to do is have a little bit of asymmetry. So it doesn't have to be exactly the same on both sides. Occasionally, your eye longs for it. That's one of the things, though, is that you long for it. So that's when visual balance comes into play. So that means it's the visual weight. So if you have some things that are, say you have this size right here, they're similar in size. They have a similar visual weight. So I could, in theory, tuck one of those in on this side up here, just like that. But I don't really, I mean, I have another one. I don't want it to be too matchy-matchy. So this one's going to maybe be a little bit symmetrical. I don't know. I'm feeling it right now, you know? So I love rondelles because they make this texture. Let me see it. I love doing this with a rondelle right there. That's where that's good. That's where that works, I feel like. And here you can see, this is some more of the color blocking I was talking about. Now, this is a way to showcase or to make a stream. Like it works as a whole because when you're working, you can think about the size of the necklace. I have another board, and I have one like this. And this is good so that you can have it going this way, and it has the feeling of the necklace going around. But sometimes when you have these little bitty beads, they fall in those holes, and it makes it really hard to dig those out. So this has its place. This is better for things like this. I use this for my malas. This is my mala board, and I got this from the Weekend Mystic on Etsy, and they're not a cheap date. These things cost like, I want to say it was like $120 maybe. I can't remember. It wasn't cheap, but you know what? I use it all the time, so it's worth it. There's another gal that's out of like Germany or Amsterdam or something, and she has one I've been eyeballing. I've been eyeballing it. Good. I kind of want it. So maybe I'll stick these in between. I don't know. You know what I like when I'm working? I like there to be textural variance. And so when you have something that's maybe I can jack this up a little bit more. A smooth bead next to a faceted bead, you get a nice difference in texture. Like these, what do you call those, Azalea? They're green strawberry quartz. They have those tiny flecks. I love looking at them.
Pumpkin cut.
That pumpkin cut. It's so cute. All right. These look fantastic in between. So you know what? I have a bunch. I put some of these in the kit. What did we call this? We called this seafoam. But I don't know if I would say it's seafoam colors. It's more...
like foam colors, maybe?
Yeah. Who knows? There's a lot of green. I could bring back, since there's red in this, and I feel like when I'm looking at the colors, let's look at this color wheel to give you some of this. Now, I got this color wheel. I remember talking about this before on that beaded colorways. So if you buy that book on Amazon, beaded colorways, this is in the back. There's like 7 of them in there. And they give you 2 colorways. Or, no, how many colorways? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know why I said 2. So, if you do, this is the majority of this is a dark green, kind of like this, or greenish. That's the complement, and that's what's in this. And I love me some complementary color scheme, because I feel like it works. All right. I know, I like that. This is one you can get at any art supply store. It's pretty good. The pocket color wheel. It also comes really large. And you can make... It's fun because you can say, oh, well, I'm going to make a blend. And you can kind of pick your main color and your hints of your, like, your salt or sugar to dress it up. I always think of it like that. It's like spices. What's going to be the spice? So I like that. I'm going to just start beading. What I might do is use, you know, I don't like stringing a ton. So sometimes I'll do kind of a cheater move and add like a panel of, when I say panel, I guess I should say a piece of chain or something. So right now you can see I have a little bit of, part of me wants to just color block that, you know? I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll do that. And you'll see how it works. But one of the fun things is just doing it. And this is my favorite part of making jewelry is this right here. Is this part. Is kind of moving things around, playing with the beads, looking at them, having a nice light on it. In actuality, I could probably, one thing is taking some of these things and just going ahead and taking them out and being like, okay, I'm just going to embrace an asymmetrical piece. And I'll do color blocks of like 3 here, and I'll get rid of anything that says 4, because you can get away with making something a little more kind of more interesting. So if I have some of these here, I'll tuck them back. It's kind of like a callback. Tuck them over here. So that way it doesn't feel like super random. It'll feel more like almost like a kind of a river, if that makes any sense. You have little spaces where there's a little bit more gurgling action, and then it smooths out, and then you have a meandering space. And it can work, or it can look like you need to do it over. So what I'll do is I'm going to string them, and I'm just going to see what happens. Sometimes it works and looks good. Sometimes you're like, yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know, Thornton. Time to redo.
Thornton.
All right, maybe I'll tuck that in there. I do like a gradation. That's one of my favorite things, is to have it where there's a smooth gradation. I keep wanting to use this, but it's not working in there. I keep putting it in, and then I keep taking it out because it's not the right shape. I need another shape, and maybe chain through here. And so I've been looking at this, and I'm like, how am I going to do this? Do I want to put it like that right in there? Just go right directly, direct string, or do I want to make a tassel out of it? I don't know. Let's just start beading. So I'm just going to get in there. And these have, I don't know, do I like that color of this is copper color. Maybe I get a different one. I could use cord that, I need a different color. I don't want that to be that color. It's too much.
You need me to find some for you?
No, I found it. I want a neutral. Okay, so this is medium. Maybe that, although, I don't know. Sometimes I get ideas and I'm like, oh, will that look good? Maybe. You start from the middle. Sometimes I start from the middle, but the thing about starting from the middle is that when you have to know how much you're going to cut. So if you know your necklace is going to be, you want it to be like 24 inches, then you can cut yourself like extra and see what happens. Of course, now I love those. Aren't those so pretty? That chrysoprase, gorgeous. It's faceted too. And this is moonstone. Sometimes I hate it when I go the other way and you have to like, and they're clear. They're really hard to see those holes. I need to string faster though, because there's limited time. Limited. Oh, and you know what's good is the apatite has a nice big hole. Now, like I said, I'm going to color block that. It might seem random, and that's okay, because you know what? There's no rules. Because sometimes people will say, well, you don't want to have things going in different, you don't want to have, do I like that? And I'll look periodically. This is a pretty luscious kit, by the way. I don't know if y'all are noticing, but there's no glass or base metal. It's all gemstone. So how does that look? Let's see. Usually I like there to be, when I'm stringing these rondelles like that, I like it to look like a little knot. So I might take that out and put instead a small seed bead. That might work. Oh, a tassel would be so pretty. And that's easy. That's an easy move, It's a very easy move. Now, do I like this? That's the question. Do I like that action? How do you feel about Isaiah? That Oh, hello, Robin. She says, hello, beautiful. Hi, beautiful humans. Thank you.
I like how there's a lot of different shapes. It's not all just round or all rondelle, but there's like you've got melon cut, you've got round next to it and faceted next to it, and then you've got the chunky, rough, faceted apatite. I like all the variation, but it matches in color. It looks pretty good.
Thank you. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get some seed beads because I feel like that would be good. You know, what color of seed beads? So that's another question. Sometimes if you want to add something else to a thing, you can... I have these colors. That might work. I want something to look like a knot. I could knot this. In theory, I could knot that. It's soft flex, but you know what? You can't knot. So that's actually interesting. Maybe I'll try that. I'll just string it and then knot it from one end. So if you wanted to do that, you could leave it on. You have to cut. You have to... how am I saying it? You have to start on one end and then not, and leave it strung and have a whole lot of soft flex left on the spool. You don't want to start it and play yarn chicken or cord chicken. And I'm deciding here, should I put that in or pops of red? And I have, let me see, this would be pretty. Look at this. That kind of picks up those colors in here. Or silver. I wonder if I have any silver that I could use. That would be really pretty. And I do. Yay. I have them from, let me see, get it out. From, I think this is from Jerry. You guys know Jerry from Singaraja? Ooh, look how pretty these are. These teeny little copper beads. I got those from, y'all know Saki Silver. I don't know if they have those anymore. I bought those a long time ago. But that might pull some of the colors from this bead. And I agree. That would make a good tassel. So I'm going to just string these and put one of those, pop one of those on there. Hopefully they fit on that soft flex. What color of soft flex are you using? I'm using the neutral gray. Oh my god, they're so hard to see. I have my soft flex. I have my optivisors on, but boy, those have some of the small. I can barely see the hole. Okay, so the hole is so small I can't see it. So I'm gonna go away. That idea just, I'm abandoning it. All right, let's see how it looks without anything, because I think the transition was a little too much. How do I feel about that? I feel like I don't love that there. So now you see sometimes it can take forever when you're stringing if you do what I do and you're like, oh, I don't know if I like that. All right. You know, I'm standing here doing this. Yeah, I like that. And so when I switch colors or switch shapes, one of the things I like to do is make the transition between that a little like, so you have, it's almost like a buffer. A little bit of a buffer in shape. Yeah, I love this palette. It's really pretty. I usually love to use mixed materials like chain or ribbon or leather. And what I might do is do a strip of beading and then come in with some big chain. Oh, our friend Clem. Hello, Clem. Hello, Nancy. Yeah, these green, that is such a pretty color. I love that. It's natural too. It comes out looking like that. I bought some rough and I cut it and it made it look like a jelly bean. Oh, and one of the things I love doing, this is another thing. I love doing this. Little strips of teeny beads. Now the trick with that is that it gives a dainty look, especially when you can go where you have big beads like this. These are kind of big beads. That may seem kind of rando, but I kind of love it. I'm going to keep doing that. That's the color blocking I was talking about. I just blocked those colors. And I'm going to block in some of this juicy looking grape. Oh, you're already going to put it in there,
Well,
Azalea.
you're showing it
I
so
am
far.
sure. I'm showing it. Correct. I love these. They do look just like cotton candy grapes. Oh, yeah. Sometimes the beads won't be having it. They're going to be like, nah, get out of here. Especially with a hole being small. Yeah, that looks like something I would make right in here. So me.
God, there's probably nothing more irritating than getting the soft flex halfway through the bead.
Oh my god, yes, I hate that
Or
story.
almost to the end, like it's almost out the other side.
I know.
Like, what?
Well, I'll tell you, one of the things I do when that happens, and I'm going to show you right now just in case. I have this out because I was doing this earlier. Okay, so this is a bead reamer. You can get a pack of them. I got this. I don't remember. Some bead store. So if this, you have a little drop, you can get a bottle cap or bottle cap. You can have a little dish with water. You want the water. It'll reduce friction. And so what you do is you take that tip. This is very fine. This is for fine beads. And say this bead here had an itty bitty tiny, tiny hole. And the other side was like blasted out, big size hole. So what you do now is you take this. I want to see, I can make sure I'm seeing it. I don't want to crack the bead. You can crack these beads. See, this one has a big hole on both sides. It's a little bit smaller on this side. So to kind of bore it out, this has like a diamond coating. Now I'm trying to make sure I can see this. It's sideways so I can show you. So when you get it in there, you have your water. Pretend like there's some water right here. You can dip it, or you can have the bead in there, or you can have a clothespin that holds it. Sometimes I have a clothespin. And you can also use a Dremel that has a pointy diamond tip end, or you can use one of these. It's called a bead reamer. And this way, if you add a little bit of water, you just gently, ever so gently, I'm twisting it. You can go all the way around, but sometimes if you go too fast, you can crack it and push. If you push and you go too aggressively, you'll split your beads. So if you just need to remove a tiny bit that's preventing your cord from going through, you can do this just ever so gently. And then there you go. Azalea, there's a question.
I'm answering right now.
Oh, good. It is 18A. So anyway, that's how you open that up. Now, one thing I don't like 2s and 4s. I don't like it. It just seems like wrong. So I will place, see that how there's only 2? I want there to be 3 or 5. It just feels right in an asymmetrical. If you're going to go asymmetrical, go full asymmetrical. Now, do I want that on there? Maybe. That's what I have so far. Be like this. Lori, this is the lot I'm working with. This is, oh, and you know what? Oh, yeah. I could knot this, and that could be really killer, and that would be one strong as heck necklace right there. All right. What do I want to do? I think I want to go more of those. I love them. What do you think, Azalea? Do you like it so far?
I do. It's a mermaid necklace.
It kind of is. And I think what I'll do, oh, see, this one's tight. Uh-oh. Let's go in there and use the Dremel. Not Dremel. I'm going to bore that out a little bit. And you'll see, it's so tempting to force it. When you come to resistance, go the other direction. And the water, if you dip this in water, I should just do it and I have some water sitting here somewhere. You can feel a little bit of that powder. Now, if you were to push, it will crack, so you don't want to do that. Although, I don't know that would happen if you had like a sapphire or something. Now, look how when it goes through. Well, now that I said that.
Left. We have 2 of these kits left, y'all.
Yeah, it is kind of a beachy mermaid. I love it. I had these beads sitting around, and I was saving them for a while.
It reminds me of when we were in Charleston, walking on the beach by that lighthouse, remember?
Now, do I like this? How do you guys feel about that? This is what I have so far. I don't know. How do you feel, Zoya? You think that looks good?
I'll wear it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
What do you
model
think?
it.
Chain, finish that out. So people have said to me, "Hey, Cynthia, when you were talking about Sundance catalog, what were you meaning? Is that a book?" I had an email. So Sundance catalog. This is kind of raggedy because it was in my. This is the Sundance catalog. This is from, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. Actually, should say a couple months ago. I'm gonna flip through and find one of their things. We were talking about it before, but this is when they're talking about, oh, Sundance style. See, they color block too. And this is what I was talking about with visual weight. So here you have this red, and it's you don't have any more red on this side, but you have red here. You have 4 pieces of red here, and then a little hit of it. So you're bringing it back around, and see the gold here? They brought in a little gold on this side, so your visual weight is balanced. Then they brought, so this is mixed chain. Then they're bringing in some more gold right at that point. So what you're doing is you're making it, even though these are disparate items, they work together because of the way they placed it. So this panel of ruby balances this great big ruby. So that's one of the, this is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about visual weight. Oh yeah, that's for sure, Clem. It's a very good catalog for inspiration. I've bought things so I can get it, but look how much this is going for. 258 right there for this necklace, which I think is kind of a lot for that. But, you know, if you can get it, then that's awesome. It's awesome. All right, so here you can see we're going to do that. We're going to try and work on the visual weight. And I like to do, since I have this here, it's probably going to work probably a little like this. I'm going to fill up right around to here and maybe do either some leather or silk or something. So I'm going to call that back with this one. Maybe I'll do something in between. And it can look good or it can look ugly. You know, you just got to try it and see. And if it doesn't look good, the good thing is the beads are not going bad. You just get in there and slide those puppies off and start again. I mean, that's part of the fun is working with colors and textures. So one thing, like I said before, when you have a larger to smaller ratio, I'm breaking that up, and it gives the necklace a sort of ebb and flow, a little bit like a rivulet of water. So here I have 4. This one I did 6. Maybe I'll do, and there's no rules. We're just working and then seeing how it looks. It's one of the best things about beading is it's kind of like crochet, but I think even more fun because, and then I had this one left. I'm gonna call that back here. Oh yeah, I like it. Yeah, so this is would be considered, it's almost a monochromatic, but with a hint. This is like the spice, that dark red. I could just keep going on that. Keep going until it looks good. I love that color on that apatite. I think it's gorgeous. I would make earrings too. There's a bunch left. And this would be good. You know, we talked about how to use rondelles before a couple weeks ago. I think there's plenty of them, so you could get a bunch of earrings out of that easily. Maybe, I don't know, these would make good earrings because it's the shine of it. So one thing I like to do, I don't know, Azalea, are there any more? Mary is asking.
We have one left.
There's one left, Mary. We didn't make a ton. I didn't have a ton. You know, sometimes you make with what you have. And
down for Mary.
Look at this, how pretty this is. So this is what I was talking about. So I'll divide that up and just look. All right. So how does that feel? It feels pretty good. So what I'll do, I have this here and I have it here. So what would balance that is pick up this color and bring it up here. And that will give a cohesive vibe to the whole thing. Yeah, I'll do a little section of this green peridot. That moonstone's pretty nice. It has a really kind of like a water droplet feel. It's really clear. That's that moonstone. It's really beautiful. Maybe I'll do a little bit more of that moonstone. Tuck some of that in. We did some stretches the other day. I'll show you guys again. It's so good to stretch. If you haven't stretched and you're sitting there, we'll do one. It'll feel fantastic. Actually, I'm loving this and I'm wishing I did more of it. So I'm going to bring this section of that limey kind of green. It's weird because it's still light outside.
It's fantastic, you mean. The summer right around the corner.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these have a kind of a cloudiness. It's so beautiful. Yeah, I don't know what the cut is, Colita. I don't know. I know that I had a few people that were trying to get into the Sundance catalog, and they have their artists that they like to use in their own workshops in India. They get a good markup, I think. A very good markup. We went to the store in Ojai. I don't know if it's still there, but it was pretty fun to see it live action. It's a lot smaller in real life, weirdly.
What is?
The jewelry looks so small. I like that little section. Okay, so I'm going to get some more of this peridot. I love it. And if you're like, oh, I don't know if that looks... Let's see how much. Because I'm going to add either... Maybe... What do you think? Leather or chain?
Chain.
Okay, go find me some chain. I have some chain.
I thought you had some sitting right there.
Yeah, but I don't know if I want that chain. Leather, Donna says. Leather. Okay, I might have leather.
Then listen to Donna.
Donna knows.
That's her bead.
I know, doesn't it look pretty? I'm loving it so far. Yeah, leather would be pretty. And that's very Sundance vibe to do if you put leather. To put the section, yeah, that's a very easy type of situation. Okay, I'm going to go hunt some leather that'd be this good for this color.
What kind of leather? Do you want leather strip, leather cord? What do you need?
I don't know yet.
Okay, I don't know what to look for.
Now, how do I feel about this? I think it looks good. Go find me some green. All right, I'm going to leave this much on each side, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut it. I hate it when there's like, when it's tight and you can't get into it and it's difficult to string. That's no fun. And another fun thing is that you don't have to necessarily, if you wanted to, you could do pieces of like a link. Links are always good.
I think actually you took all the leather downstairs.
No, go look underneath here. There's a bunch of, see, there's some cord and different things.
Maybe we just move on to the lot sale so I don't have to dig for this.
Oh, Zoe's like, oh, she doesn't want to do it.
I don't, not really.
She's not feeling it.
We had
so I have
a certain way, and now we've moved them, and now I don't know where everything is. So.
Okay, I'm going to cut this. I need to sharpen them. I wonder if they have a way to sharpen it. I've never even thought if that's possible to sharpen. You can sharpen knives and scissors. I wonder if you can sharpen these. All right. I'm going to put a crimp. Get in there, you. Okay, so since I cut that, I'm going to use this little holder or piece of tape. This works good. These kind of pop off though, so I like these. This store is good and they don't come off. Put it right there. All right. Okay, let's see what it looks like. I'm going to scoop these guys out of the way. I know, isn't that a good sound? All right, that looks pretty. So I have a crimp on each side. Now I can do something like this. This is one of my favorite things. I love doing this action. This is one of the things I like to do. These are little silver ones. And I mixed and matched this one to get, what is that stuff called? Mesh? Y'all remember that stuff? That's from like, I don't know. People don't use that stuff anymore. It's like this. It's like a ribbon. And you can shape it. That was the fastest necklace ever. When I came out with this, I was working on it right before Bead Fest. I was like, I'm going to make a sample. I'll make the sample now. So I have that. And look at this. I finished it. This is like my MO. Pretty much the same. Pretty standard. So you can tell I was like, okay, we have all this juicy goodness, all the action. And then you finish it out with something plain. That's another option too, is to just string it out straight. And then you can like extend it. Those are seed beads with that. So instead of leather, I did apatite cubes. Oh, the mesh. Yeah, get in there and look at this. Look how I did the mesh. One thing that's fun about it is I'll cover half the bead with it, and then you just twist it and you can wire wrap it in place. That's what I did with this. I don't think I think it's just twisted, and some of it came off. So you could just twist it back around. So that's one option too. Okay, so this is the open side. I can decide I can put seed beads up on here, or I can even do some more of these little green ones. There's plenty of them to make a loop. All right, I'm going to make, how big of a loop? What do you think, Azoya? A big loop or small loop?
What are you making?
A loop.
Oh, for what?
To attach something. We have not decided. We could do silk ribbon. That's pretty. Silk ribbon's one of my favorite. Plus, you know what? The silk ribbon on your neck is very nice. The leather's nice too. It's better than like itchy. If you have, you know what I don't like is putting beads that have sharp corners, because then they kind of tear the hairs out of the back of your neck. It's like one of those spring type of hair removal system. Okay, let's see how that looks. Maybe one more. Do I have enough to do the other side? Let's see. It might be. Maybe. Looks like it. All right, feed that through the crimp. It's always good, too, if you have some way to hide your crimp. That's nice. Crimp cover or something. That's always kind of an elegant little touch. I hate to waste. I hate to waste soft flex. But you know what? Sometimes it's better than trying to string and then having like a big, or not having enough. That's kind of a drag. So I'm trying to get that in here. Kind of like seaweed tendrils. Yeah. Get in there, you. Sometimes they don't want to do what they're told. They just want to do their own thing. So the good part, well, that's not gonna go through that peridot, I don't think. It might, but I'm not gonna hold my breath. If you add, so I could add, I didn't add it. If you add a smaller bead, like a little itty bitty seed bead on either side, it'll give you a smoother transition. But I don't want to work on this till the end of time. So I'm going to clamp this, crimp it. I flatten them. I think it looks good. And I flatten them so they look almost faceted. You can get in there and taco fold that. Let's see if that fits. I doubt it. I doubt it'd go twice. So if that's the case, you could trim that right up against it. Sometimes I'll put a little bit of glue Make sure I'm cutting the right side. Boy, these cutters have seen better days. Okay, move it all down. Let's see what it looks like. I think it looks pretty good. Look for any gaps. Now, one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to go too tight. That's one thing that I hate, is when the necklace, if it's too tight, guess what's going to happen? It will break. Now, you know what? It's not where it's not going to break. The soft flex isn't going to break. You know what's going to break? One of your beads. That's what's going to go. Because this is like, I don't know how many different pieces of cord. I guess this is what, 49 strands wrapped. That's not going anywhere. Your bead, though, might. I'm going to get a pair of scissors. Those cutters need to be sharpened. That is the truth. So I'm going to cut that. Sometimes if you cut it at a little bit of an angle, you can't see this, but that cutter was not very sharp. It's very dull, so it kind of smashed out the little wires and made it so they flanged out, and then they fight to get into the bead hole. You don't want that. One of the things that was kind of neat when the eclipse happened, I was walking in the forest and all the crickets and insects started to come alive or wake up, I guess. It was kind of eerie.
That sounds really awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty nice. I sat by a creek and watched the eclipse on my palm because I had a hole in my hat. All right, that looks like it might, maybe that'll fit. Ah, too short. Let's get in there and get another one. All right, slide that out. I just heard my ice clinking in my LaCroix. I'm excited about that. I'm going to go get that here in a second. I make this coffee sludge. Ugh. I say it like that, and it's like mushroom. It's a bunch of mushroom powder and chai powder. My friend was like, "What is that drink you have there?" I was like, "I can make you one. It's really healthy." Okay. And it really is, but you know, you get used to it. Hey, why aren't you coming through there, you? All right, let's see. I was too tight on that stringing. And sometimes when you have these round beads, they don't want to go. They kind of want to fight you. There goes. I don't like it when they fight. And see, they're leaving a little bit of a hole. You kind of have to ease them into place. It's hard to adjust that. That's one of the things that's kind of a nuisance, because they get to this part here and they don't want to do it because it's two rounds blocking each other off. All right. I'll wrestle with this here. All right. I'm checking for any gaps. I want it to move freely. And so here's my spot that it is tight. And if you have that, you kind of just have to squeeze the cord to get it to kind of loosen up and sort of inch its way down so that you don't break anything. You don't want to force it. It's easy to force. This would be better if I have one more bead on there. It's making a space for one more bead. And since I didn't put the transition bead, it wants that, so it's kind of fighting. It doesn't want to go because of that the missing transitional bead. How many do I have now? 2, 4. So it's the same amount of beads. All right, moving it down. All right, I'm gonna just crimp it. There's a little bit of a space, but I will move it here. Cut. Now, if I had more time and I was going to work more on that, I'll probably cut that and make that little that transition. And when I'm talking about the transition, I'm talking about right in here where the area that's coming into this tight crimp. You don't want to have, like how I have this, you don't want to do what I did. You want to put a seed bead or something in there so that it's not like two big beads trying to fit in a space that is meant for like half that size. Okay, so that's that. Let's look at this and say, hey, do we want, you know, silver silk would be really pretty. You could tie that, crimp it, and finish it off. And that way, one good thing if you're using another material is it's less stringy. You'll be done. You'll just have to add cord, and you could actually make it so that it ties and you don't have to come up with a clasp. That's the same thing with like any kind of, let me see if I was looking for a ribbon. I had some ribbon out here. No. Or one thing you can do is yes, Karen, I don't have my RTGBE kit done yet. It's coming. We're working on it. So this is another idea. You can go in with another stone. This is just seed beads. And you can connect another one. Or you know what else looks good? A link. A link looks good connected to that. Or you could go in with another big bead. Say, connect it with that. So say it goes, that's too big, but you get the idea. Maybe something, oof. Nah, not the right size. But you can get this, the feeling of what that would look like. All right, that was fun. What do you think, Azalia? That looked good.
Awesome.
I have plenty left. I'm going to make some earrings with the rest of my kit. Look how pretty that looks. Looks good. All right, I'm going to scoop these guys up. Oh, did I call that Sundance? I thought we called it something else. We were just talking about the Sundance catalog. We called this one Seafoam, but I believe we're gone. It's all gone now because I made 12, one for me and Azelia, and then we had 10 extra, or 10. And these are from Donna. I wonder if Donna could drop her information. Donna, if you're still watching, you should drop that. These are made by Donna Conklin. She makes beautiful glass, handmade lampwork beads. The other ones, I just took them. Oh, they're right there. Duh. This is some of her work. You can find them. She has an Etsy store. I was going to ask her to drop that link in there if she's still here. Or maybe Azalea can drop it. I can't remember what her business store or business name is on there.
Yeah, me neither.
I know. Donna, drop that link. Okay, so that's what I made with the Seafoam kit. We sold out already, unless we might have an extra if someone drops the ball. You know how it goes. You could do chain. I have big chain. This is way too big. But you know what would be pretty is this size of chain. Maybe. That's too big. That's too big of a chain. But there's a lot of potential. That's the fun part about making jewelry, is all the different ways you can connect it. All you need is a small section, and the rest you could do something else. It's a good way to use less if you want to keep more of this. And also it can be more comfortable because the ribbon will be nice on your neck, or the leather, or whatever material. So, and then all you have to do is tie it, and then you could do a bead to secure it. And one of the things that I like to do is doing a little running stitch of beads, like basically beading it, you know. You can bead that thread, bead the silk, I mean. So, oh, she says message her. So y'all message Donna. She said there it's Prima Donna Designs, and she can hook you up with some of these beauties. She had these on her Facebook page. I don't think they were even on the store. I just contacted her. So there you go. Okay, let's start talking about the live, or the lot sale. We kind of started. Oh, real quick. Look what I made. Isn't this pretty?
Gotta get that show and tell out of the way.
There's some show and tell, fast show and tell. So I didn't quite finish it. This is a felted landscape. I was just being experimental. It's not completely, it needs to be, more. It's needle felted. I'm going to put a few more trees, I think. But didn't that come out sweet? Didn't that come out good? Oh, Donna, you shut your Etsy down too? We did, because it was getting to be, Etsy was taking such a big bite. We were like, what are you doing again to get that bite? Because no one else is doing that kind of a big bite. And then here's one. I haven't decided what I'm going to put. It's like basically the background. I might do a face or something like that. Originally, I bought these little frames so I could put these guys. I know this is a little spooky. Forgive me. I don't know. What do you think, Azalea? Does that look good in there, or does it look weird? I don't know. It's kind of looking at me. It's kind of freaking me out. So I don't know.
You made it.
I know I made it, and it's freaking my own self out. All right, I'm tidying up here. Gonna get some.
Lace while we've been working.
Show it, daughter. Show it. Azalea has been crocheting her behind off.
My behind.
Her behind. And she made, look how pretty this is.
I started this lace. It's for the top of my Victorian dress. So I have 36 inches worth of lace to finish here. But it's almost done.
Gorgeous. Now, is that considered crochet, or is that different than tatting?
Everywhere I saw it said crochet lace, so I'm sure it's just crochet lace. I don't know if people say anything else than that.
Yeah, I think tatting you might need a different machine or mechanism. Oh, this light, it wasn't plugged in and it went out. No wonder it was a little dark.
I know, I was about to say.
It was a tiny bit dark over here. I'm gonna hook it back up.
You know what? I saw that famous painting of Joan of Arc today.
And
I'm looking like that right now with my hair.
Oh, the famous. Oh, yeah. That was a good painting.
There.
What is blocking the light?
Nothing.
Oh, this one is. That's what it was.
Just name it.
No, I don't want it too hard.
Well, then when you hold it, it's good, because the light's coming in from here.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Okay, let's start. Here, we can look at it with better light. What?
So that kit is gone.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
I was happy with that kit. I like making, sometimes I'll make too many of a kit. We made a ton of the Vespri kit. And maybe I'll mark that one down because I'm still sitting on it. I need to make some money to get that car. We need a car.
I know, it's so difficult to get that money to collect together, because when you collect that money up, then you gotta pay bills with it, and then
I know.
And you gotta get more, then you gotta pay bills with it.
Azalea the artisan, Clem says that's correct. Azalea is the artisan. So this is some real juicy sweet. Look at how good that look. Looky.
Yeah, that's some really flashy.
So flashy. So you probably know how they grade stones, and it's the cut, clarity, and color. This is pretty good grade of, they call it Andalaria or Rainbow Moonstone. And it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. I will mark this one. Let's see. Let's go. Where's that pen?
That lot number is 15A, by the way.
Can you give me a black pen, little daughter?
I have a black pen right here. I guess you can use it.
I have another one. I don't know what happened to it. I am continuously losing pens.
I know. It shouldn't be.
Ah, here you go.
Yes.
I found it. Whoa. I was wondering what happened to this. Look at this thing. I got this at an antique show a couple of weeks ago. Isn't that so cute? They're really sharp, though. I think it's for picking up sugar cubes, but look how cute that is. You know what? I got another one that was really big, and I was using it to eat Cheetos in the car. And I told the lady at the antique store, and she was like, oh my God, that is such a good idea. And I'm like, listen, I don't like to have cheesy fingers when I'm driving, because I don't want my steering wheel to be all gunky. So anyway, what does that say? I can't even read it.
15A.
15A. 15A. How many do we have of this? 4.
We've got one left.
All right. Aren't they so cute? They're really they're really small. I found some, you know what? They had those, they called them snack and tongs on Amazon, and I got some. when I put them in the car. Yeah, they have little legs. Isn't that so cute? All right. I think there's 4.
They're gone.
Oh. Where's the next thing?
I'll show this next.
Oh, okay.
Since we've got some stuff, let's show 2 things at a time.
Oh my, she is wanting to rock and roll.
That's correct.
She is ready.
But you know what? If there's only 2 things and the tags are right next to each other, then it shouldn't be,
Okay, so these are
challenging.
usually 38. I don't have many more of this. It's,
Got one of each of the things on the screen.
I think let's do 32. That's a pretty good deal on that. I take these to shows and I hang them up with little bits of chain and I put ribbon in here, or it opens like this.
14A is gone.
I might have another one. You can check I have a tray over there, Azalea. We could check it. I might have a couple more of them. Maybe.
I will never ever try to sell something unless it's in my hand.
Okay, go look.
I'm looking.
All right. No. Oh, maybe it is in that.
I know to look.
Oh, so this is Shibu Ichi, and there's a tray too. It was a wooden tray.
I know. I found it.
Oh, look at all those little mushrooms and a little snail in the back. So this is silver and copper. Has a hole going through the side, so you could wear it.
I think. Yeah, we've got 2 more of these ovals. These are the exact same thing right
Nice. So there's 2 more people that want it. So perfect. So that's 38. I'm gonna mark that one to 32. It's a lot of silver right there. 17A. If you want one with little mushrooms, there's a little tiny creature right there. It's real sweet. That's 17A. So also I should remind y'all, you can email if you're inquiring about something. If you're watching on a replay, we don't have deep stock on anything. A lot of the things that we have are made to order or very limited from my private collection, or things that I have, that small amounts have been put together. Okay, pass me the next one. Oh, that's a silver.
I'm cooking with gas right now.
Azalea's like ready.
Well, when we have a demo that's over an hour long.
Sorry. Oh, that is already marked down. Nice. Is that bronze?
Looks like it.
Yeah.
That's
like this.
That. I think you grabbed it.
I grabbed it because it was in the. No, it didn't sell a couple weeks ago, so I thought, hey, you never know. That's this. $12. Bronze, sturdy, delightful. You could use it with leather. You could use it with beads. These beads are a little bit too big. It doesn't feel that great with those great big beads. But
that is $8.19. Looks like
$8.19 if you want one for $12. Very sturdy.
All right.
Thank you, Mary. Oh, we have some of these left over. This is from Tucson. I had a couple, or no, there's only one of this. This is $8.51. $8.51 are rubies. Look at that. Those juicy big holes, and only $18. Seriously. What does that say? $8.51 for those nice juicy with big holes. So good. Thank you. And this, I was surprised. You can't get these anymore. Just so you know, the only ones you can get of these are real small, about half that size. Look at all the work that goes into making this. Look at that. Someone had to make that. And I love them. I just love it. I have one on my necklace that I'm wearing now. Thank you, Carrie. Yeah, these are beautifully made. The workmanship is fantastic.
There we go. Dang, that is good looking.
All right, so this is 34 for these are cloudy sapphires. Look at this one, it's like teal colored. Let me hold them up so you can get a good look.
They have a nice variant of their colors. Like some of them are light gray, some of them are deep blue.
I
Some of them are
bought,
half and half.
let's mark these ones to 32. And these are some fancy expensive opals. So I don't know if anyone's going to get this. It's 10A. They're pretty delightful. They're expensive, but they are extra. I think I'll mark these down. 52. I only got a couple strands. I didn't know if they'd sell. This is, I don't know if I had these before. Maybe I kept them because I only found the one strand.
How many did it say of the opals on the back? I think 5.
4.
Oh, 4. Okay.
There's not very many of them. They are pricey. I didn't know. You never know what's going to happen, but they are really flashy. There's the way that they grade opals is on the flash and the clarity and also the cut. The way opals are not heavy. They're like amber, and how amber is really lightweight. Oh,
this does not have a price. I don't know what that is. I don't know why that's in there.
Oh, maybe I'll just look at it. Okay, so this is aquamarine. I had some of this left over. We had 5 of those. We don't have 5 now. We only have 1 of this. So this is 804. They can crack. Amber is very similar in that it's delicate. It's very delicate. Amber is solidified, or it's like, I think it's called silica, but it grows where there was once water. And so I was talking to this gemologist when I was out in Tucson, and he was totally selling me these beads. He's like, listen, it's magical because it was once an ancient seabed. And I was like, tell me more. So it's like a gem silica to make it. So these are popcorn pearls. This is a mix of 2 strands. 17, that's good because you get this variety of these different types of pearls on there.
Snatched.
Oh, snatch.
Cuckoo with gas.
14, 816 on this. There's only, I think I have 1 of those right now. This one doesn't have the mini hole on the bottom. We just found these in my personal collection. The other stuff's already been sold. We had some of those that are in the kit, and that will be shipping soon. Probably tomorrow. Wouldn't you say, Zoya?
Are those coins done?
They're coming out.
Then yes.
So this is 803. It's $14. Usually that's 16. These are usually 16 on the website. Right now we have them at 14. That's pretty good. So 803 and 816. For a mermaid. Doesn't have the bottom hole, but I can punch one if you message me. Alright. Oh, so these are new.
Got more than 1 bead once.
So there's more than 1. These, we just got these. I messaged my guy. If you've been asking for a bee, I have them now. I got 2 of these. I bought 2, and I love them. These are amber. They're pretty. This is not a cheap date, yo. These are hand carved. Somebody carved this with their hand, not machine. This is not a machine. Like, they're all different. Like, if you compared these, each one is different. Some of them had little hair on their little legs. And I'm going to mark that 829, and I'm going to do that at 85. That's pretty good too. This is an heirloom piece, by the way. We'll put this one at 95. 831. It's bigger. And this
is gone.
And this I might add, this is gem grade amber. This is not cloudy, junky like some that's, there's different grades of amber. This is like the best amber that you can get. It's perfect. I went through with my optivisors on, didn't I, Zelia?
Yeah, you did.
I
we
had
were stuck
openly
at that booth actually for like 45 minutes. I had to wander around that show, and I was like, "Oh my
listen,
word."
that's okay. I can sit there and look at it. Oh,
These are the last two.
Oh, yes. This is the most
beads.
coveted. People love these with the
These two are kind of
wings.
matching a little bit.
They're
Those
kind of, but they're
both
different.
big, but they're every one of them is different.
All right, I'm going to mark these down too. I just got these. They're gorgeous. Let's see. Let's do...
This is actually the biggest and last one right here.
115. We're going to do 115. So, yeah, Azalea wants that big juicy one.
I will put it out.
13A on this. Look, they're so perfect. Ugh. You know what? I have an embarrassing amount of these in my private collection. I make different kinds of necklaces. Every time I make a necklace with those, I sell them. Although my friends, I've given them as gifts because they're so special. They're sometimes great big ones. The big ones are really expensive because, well, the more it weighs. It takes... I have some amber, and you lose a lot when you carve because you want to get down to the good stuff. And sometimes there's like junk that you have to crack, or I say crack, you have to use like a Dremel tool and remove it. I have lap grinders. Oh, did you already do this one?
That's the last bead. I didn't notice it.
Oh, is this the one you wanted to keep?
Maybe so, but we don't have to.
Oh, God, that one's extra. It's $8.32. If no one gets it, Azalea will keep it.
Azalea will keep it otherwise.
Okay.
I doubt, but I will keep it.
Oh, I know. It's so perfect. I will put that in a necklace. I know. It's so beautiful. They're carved on both sides all the way around. What does that one say? $8.32 if any takers on that. We had so many people messaging me. It took about a month to get them because they make them. They don't make huge amounts, and my friend is retiring, so that gives me extra anxiety. Okay, so we have some of this. Oh, there. I don't know. This is one my sister carved probably 20 years ago after we watched this movie. You guys might recognize this quote. Let's see if anyone can guess it. There's only one, let me see what it says. There's only one happiness in life, to love and be loved. By George Sand. And that's my sister, my little sis, Sheila, made that. Azalea, you're pre-telling it.
Well, you asked it.
I did ask it, and she named it.
I know that movie. I've seen it so many times.
16A. Thank you, Carrie. All right, what's left? Is that it? I think that's it.
Put those 2 coins up there.
Oh.
Right there.
What about this? What's happening? Oh, that's...
We'll do that last.
Oh, what about this? We didn't do this.
Put these all out. These are out. There's 2 of these. That's lot 806. These 2 little guys with them teeth. This is all done. This is all done. That looks good.
Yeah, 806. I don't make this one very often. He's super detailed. He's like a thicker version of my Root Baby coin that Kinga used. You guys know Kinga? She's the famous seed beater that makes those beautiful freeform peyote. I think it's peyote. I don't know how to do that in bead embroidery. Oh, Azalea knows how. She learned it. So there's 2 of these. He has a mushroom. If you look very closely, the mushroom has a face.
It's so extra cute.
And he has little... I know, it came out really cute.
He is thick.
There's so much detail. You kind of have to look at it with like a magnifier. So that's... What does that say? 806. It's 22.
2 of those.
All right. There's 2. Any interest? I will put that aside. Okay, so then I have this. These are little nugs of black opal. They're real pretty. This would make a nice little pair of earrings right here. You know what this would good? Threader earrings. Could you just picture it? They're just like that. And then they have a lot of, this one has a lot of the more of the green flash. Some of them have that bright iridescent blue. 780. Let's see, I can mark that one down to $8. I know that's pretty much, that's like a pair of earrings right there, easily. Threaders. That's what I'm talking about.
Flash to them.
Yeah. That's 780.
Oh, thank you, Donna.
Thank you. Oh, the last thing of the day. Last thing of the day. So I have this kit. Oh, Azalea already priced it down. I'm going to price it even lower. I'm going to move it. Look at this kit. This is called the Vesperi kit. I made so many of these. I probably made like 50 of them. I think I made 50. I kind of got a little over enthusiastic with making that. And so I have,
like 20 of them.
no, I made more than that.
Oh my god, I don't remember that. I know that I wrote the new amount, the new quantity on the back of the tag. That's how many we have.
So let's put this one, look at all that juicy goodness in there. That's a good one. So let's go with 65, and I have 9 of these left out of the bunch that I had. So let's do, I'm going to say I want to move it. Let's do, because I have that, Azalea marked that, pre-marked it to 60 from 65. Let's just do at 50 and let's see what happens. Yeah, it's good. The colors, they're showing a little dark on the screen, but there's a lot of like red tiger eye. There's a lot of garnet, and there's a bunch of these little bitty beads. There's a ton of that. So if you like making smalls, there's these.
Show that lot number again.
Oh, sorry. 885. Oh, thank you, Karen. 885. I marked down to 50. This is a good one. This would be a good gift for someone if you like them and you're like, oh, you want to do some jewelry making? It's a good kit because there's a couple of clasps in there. Simple clasp. There's a bunch of rings. I made earrings with this kit last time and there was plenty left. You can get a good amount. For 50 bucks, if you bought that at a bead store, come on now. I need something to scoop it.
Did you scoop that over?
My other scoop. Yeah. And look how good this hessonite. It's like, you can't see it. It's a kind of a bittersweet. It's like orangey. Very orangey.
Yeah, I like that kit a lot.
It's blue. And then there's some of this, I can't think the name of that one that looks like champagne diamond. Well, duh, it's hessonite, I'm pretty sure. Or green garnet, I mean. Green garnet. I knew it was in the garnet family. All right, I'm going to scoop that up with my little bulldozer.
I think people like watching that part.
I like it. So if you're watching on replay, $8.85, $50. Good. This would make a great, you could probably get, look at the amount of beads in that. And you know what it's like when you take the beads off the strand. They all look like such a small amount. Not here. That's a big heaping helping.
Yeah, that's a fat bag.
It's a generous plenty right there. Oh, I see a little bit of labradorite in there. That black, that's spinel. I had a little bit of spinel, put that in. And that labradorite was green. I liked it. Smoky quartz, a lot of smoky quartz. And this stuff, I think it's bronzite. It's like a earthy type of complementary kind of orangey dark bittersweet with what's the word I'm looking for? Touches of kyanite and that weird coppery sodalite. I'd never seen sodalite with orange before, but there you have it. All right, what else is there, Azalea? Is that it? Okay, I'm going to flip the camera around.
Gotta show the list.
Oh, Azalea wants to show that list. The scooper.
They always want the list. They like to see it.
Ideas for this kit? I did one.
Here, you might have to move it up a little bit.
Or move these guys out of the way. There you go. Oh, Wendy. I can try and get you, I might have a personal one. Depends. I might have like really small ones in my personal kit. Bonnie says she's looking for sterling nuggets. How big, Bonnie? I might have some. I might have it. I don't know. I like sterling nuggets, though. That's for sure.
Sterling nuggets.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, you might have to wait on the, can you pass me your, what you call it? The stand, so I can... right, friends. That was pretty good. Kind of a long tutorial part, but oh, 2 mil. I might have that. I might. You never know. 3 mil, possibly. I don't know if I have it, but I'll check my stock and my stash. It's all. Oh, Nancy. She says it's her first purchase. Thank you, Nancy. If you've never purchased through this way, give me a. Go ahead and message me at
I
Green
already
Girls.
set up an account for her. I'm pretty sure she emailed me a couple weeks ago.
Oh,
and
perfect.
I recognize. I'm pretty sure she has an account with us now.
Oh, here's a necklace I'm wearing. It has. I don't know if this one has glass, but it's a treasure necklace, and it's working with those ideas we were doing today of color blocking, and also a visual balance. So that's what that and this, we call that visual balance. And there's a glass bead. So that's a pretty fun treasure necklace. If you want to see more of that, we did a couple of live streams with knotting with 2 cords. That's what this is. So if you're interested in that, go back and look at our YouTube. We have other videos on that, and it's pretty fun and easy. All right, friends, thanks so much for joining us and working with the newest kit and some of Donna's beautiful beads. That was a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed that. We will see you on Sunday. We have we have a lot of ideas. I'm working on more kits right now, and we're also working on the TGBE that's coming up. What's the date? It's April
20th.
20th? Is that our date, Sunday?
I don't know if that's the day. I just know that was one of the days on the schedule thing you sent me.
Oh, your hair looks so cute. She just cut her hair.
It's like Joan of Arc.
So cute. I love it. Perfect. Thank you all so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. We hope you have a wonderful and creative week, and we will see you on Sunday.
Thank you, everybody. Good night.
Thank you so much. We'll be seeing you. Love you all out there.